Quarantine. Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Now, the purpose of today's video is something else, alright? I'm not going to be teaching you math today. Today, we're going to be talking about the word quarantine. Did you know that the word quarantine comes from an Italian word, quaranta, which is pronounced as, wait a minute. Quaranta, which you can see means 40 in English. Now, how come we use a number to describe the state in which we're in? Well, there's an interesting backstory, and for that we'll have to go back to the 14th century. So back in the 14th century, almost 700 years ago, a bubonic plague known as the Black Death broke out in Europe. Now, nobody knows as to where it originated from, but we know that its effects were quite deadly, and it's responsible for wiping out nearly a third of the Europe's population. In fact, some people say that it wiped out half of the Earth's population. Now, if you're interested in finding out more about the Black Death, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Now, since we're talking about the 14th century, we know that science and medical wasn't as advanced as it is today, right? You could not do a test and find out whether a person is carrying a deadly virus or not. So what the port cities of Italy did was, to prevent it from spreading further, is that a law was passed that whenever a ship came in from supposedly infected city or country, it had to stay anchored at port for a total of 40 days. Yes, 40 days. And this process was called quarantine. And that is how the word quarantine was born. Now, the bubonic plague was thought to have a 37 to 40 day period from infection to death. Now, the way this process helped was that after 40 days, after the passing of 40 days, those who were infected would sadly die, and those who weren't would survive, and they were allowed to eventually get off the ship. And that is how the word quarantine came into being, and that is why it is used to describe as isolation, whether it could be self or it could be imposed. So that's all for this video, and let me know what your state of quarantine is like. What are you guys up to? How has it been so far for you, and are you spending it productively, or I don't know, whatever it is, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.